what's up guys? I'm New Aliens. Welcome to Creep Talks, where I scour the internet in search of the craziest, creepiest, scariest videos. Let's go on this ride together as we discern reality, fiction, and the paranormal. Hop on, let's go.
Here in your first clip, you will see a no-doubt AI-created video of some sort of baby spirits haunting a lake. Let me know your thought on this one in the comment section below.
We were thrown into this Nevada lake at birth, and now we haunt the waters. Hello, our name is Urban. We're the Pyramid Lake Babies. Hundreds of years ago, the Paiute tribe lived around this lake in Nevada. And they were a very physically strong tribe, and were willing to do anything to keep it that way. So whenever a malformed or premature baby was born, they would throw us into Pyramid Lake in order to keep the future of their tribe strong. But these actions caused this lake to forever be cursed, and is now haunted by those of us who were thrown in at birth. We feel as we were robbed of our lives, and we are angry. So now we will cry at night, as loud as we can, trying our best to lure victims to the water to take our revenge. So if you are in the area, and you hear us, don't try to help unless you're okay with your spirit being trapped in this lake with us forever.
I'm sure there's some sort of explanation for what I am seeing here, but it sure does have me scratching my head. Yo, what is this creepy looking thing? How many cats have you seen do this? Is this a normal activity for these feline creatures? Perhaps you can shed some light on this for me in the comment section. Please don't forget to hit the like button, and subscribing to the channel would just be awesome.
This lady married her dead boyfriend. In 1978, in a small town in Ohio, there was a woman named Linda Smith who was head over heels in love with her boyfriend. They had talked about marriage endlessly, but just weeks before their wedding, her boyfriend tragically died in a car accident. Linda was devastated. Her boyfriend named Lemmy Leaf was the best boyfriend ever to her. One evening, Linda couldn't take it anymore, and she dug up her boyfriend's grave with the help of her two brothers. She announced she was still going to marry him. The townspeople were baffled, and some thought grief had driven her mad. Linda planned an eerie wedding party and invited everyone, wearing a white dress beside Max's corpse in a suit. Then came the twist. Linda didn't plan on returning her boyfriend to his grave. Instead, she decided that they will live together and have a family. All her friends and family saw her as a mad woman, but she didn't care. She kept her boyfriend inside a refrigerator and would occasionally bring him out for a walk. About 11 months later, she got pregnant, but you already know how she got that child.
Wait, whoa, wait. I think it is.
And put both his feet in the jar. Then, he crouched down and stuffed in his legs. I watched in awe as he squeezed his entire body into it, until it was completely inside the jar. His face was visible, but was completely smushed up against the glass, and I could finally see his face. He looked to be some balding middle-aged guy living in a drafty old apartment. Then, with his one free arm, he reached over and grabbed a lid and somehow managed to put it on top of himself, closing the jar with his entire body sealed inside. I couldn't tell if the pressure was distorting his face or if he was just crazy. but he smiled at me very disturbingly, like he was waiting for me to applaud. I didn't have any words. I couldn't comprehend how a grown man had fit himself into something so small.
Well, what do you think?
That's very cool, but can you get out?
Can I get out? Of course I can get out. What?
That's when he tried to push the lid off, but as soon as I saw it not move, the man's smile started to slowly vanish from his face. I knew something was wrong. He kept trying to push himself up to get the lid off his back, but he wasn't able to budge it. He was too tightly packed in there to maneuver, and he couldn't get any leverage from the position he was in. All of a sudden, panic was written all over him. His face turned red and puffy, and he frantically tried to move whatever he could, but all of it barely amounted to anything more than rattling his cage. Quickly, it started to seem as though he was having trouble breathing, too.
Help me! I can't move, I'm stuck! Oh God, I'm stuck! Help!
I don't know what to do!
Get me out of here, please!
But I don't know where you are! Tell me where you are and I'll call the cops! After the reality had set in that he was completely stuck, the panic had turned into utter despair. He was sobbing incoherently, completely incapable of forming words. Tears and snot and drool streaming from his face and down inside the wall of the jar.
What is your location? Tell me!
I'm in my apartment. Please come find me. Please. Come find me.
What's your address? Please, that's all I need to know and you'll be okay! Damn it, man, focus!
No! It only took me a second to realize what I had done. I became so panicked and frustrated that I accidentally pressed the skip button when I banged my fist on the table, causing me and the stranger to be disconnected forever. I'll never be able to properly describe that sinking feeling I felt in that moment, knowing I had just doomed that man to his unusual fate of slowly suffocating, trapped, alone, unable to move. My hands were shaking uncontrollably. I didn't think there was anything I could do. If I called the police, they wouldn't be able to find him since I never heard his address. I didn't record any of it, and there's no way of knowing where somebody is from Omega. Without a better idea, I swore to never go back on there. I tried to forget that I was ever on Omega in the first place. I actually got drunk for the first time that night, in hopes that I could go to bed and sleep without much trouble. But God knows, even after all these years, there's nothing that will get the image of that trapped man in a jar out of my head. It's been haunting me for so long. Every day I wonder what happened to him, if anybody ever came to rescue him, or if those moments he spent with me over the internet were his last moments with anyone. These days, I remember one man, one jar as a friend.
I'm not quite sure what is going on here, but did anyone notice the girl with the hair squatting and leaning against the wall here? Not much context is given, but who or whatever is seen moving along the wall back there is questionable to say the least.
What's that, Dad?
Let's go back inside. Come on, guys.
While the well-being of this man and his children is unknown, at least by the content of this clip, I suppose we will leave it to our imagination to fill in the blanks on what happened after they ran back inside or wherever they were going. I'm not sure our minds are the right place for their well-being. Well, I can assure you, even the thought of having this done is horrific. Understandably, this is a joke or a prank, but damn it, this is just wrong.
Yeah, look, I gotta show you something. Get up. Oh, shit! What the fuck you doing? What are you doing? Bruh!
Bro, just taking it to the max right here. What would your reaction be? I can guess for some of you. Dude is on his way to defeat Bowser, and maybe, just maybe, get to know Pink aka Princess Toadstool. For those of you that remember, a lot better, if you know what I mean. But nah, poor guy's gone. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Donkey marry the dragon? Boy, does he have some explaining to do. Dragon is gonna be fuming. See what I did there?
Oh my God, bro, that's a whole dinosaur. I'm about to be rich. I need at least $1 million for this discovery. Wait, hey! That's why y'all dumbasses think.
Well, there you have it, folks. Irrefutable video evidence of the Bigfoot. Case closed, let's all go home now. We can finally put this to rest. It's certainly a really big, creepy bug. Let's put emphasis on creepy.
This was the most evil lady that ever lived. During the early 1900s in East New Jersey, a fortune teller lady named Luna Tick had a shop at the outlet mall. Most people avoided her shop because of how strange she was. But when they did enter, she would read their palms and give them a date when their life would end. The creepy part about this was that she was always correct and started to gain local fame. But when a skeptical off-duty officer named Pepe Roney went in for a reading, he was told that today would be his last. He quickly insulted Luna, saying that she was a fraud and that he would be right back here tomorrow to prove it. Pepe decided to stay the night in at his home just in case, because he knew her track record of being correct. After dozing off around 10 p.m., he would wake up randomly and would become face to face with Luna, and she would creepily say, "Sorry, did I wake you?" A scuffle between them would happen, and Pepe was able to escape her grasp, but she continued chasing him down the hallway, yelling, "I am just fulfilling your destiny." She was able to catch up to him, and she tackled him down the stairs. When he awoke, Luna was still unconscious on the ground, so he decided to handcuff her to a railing and went out to get help. But when they returned, she was gone. After everyone left, Pepe decided to go lay down and relax. But out of nowhere, he heard a whisper say, "Let's try this again."
Okay, so are we not going to talk about how her name was literally Crazy and he was named after an all-time favorite pizza topping? Hey, it's all good. They're going to try this again.
This guy is the real Humpty Dumpty, and his story is much darker than you think. Deep in the eerie town of Puddlebrook, Kentucky, resided Gilbert Eggman, a man plagued by misfortune. His tale took a sinister turn when he joined the construction crew. Perched atop a towering brick wall on his very first day, 3 co-workers, fueled by malevolence, sent the ladder crashing down. Gilbert's pleas for help fell on deaf ears. Desperate to rescue him, the trio resorted to a crane. But destiny had other plans. The crane, guided by an unseen force, struck Gilbert, sending him hurtling to a grim demise. The town whispered of Gilbert's curse. In the following months, darkness consumed Puddlebrook. One by one, the 3 construction workers met their untimely ends, each death shrouded in mystery. Gilbert's curse, it seemed, had unleashed its wrath upon them, becoming an urban legend in the small town.
A girl was sitting on a subway late at night when she noticed the woman sitting across from her was staring at her intently. The woman was sitting between 2 old men. The girl kept looking away, but the woman wouldn't break eye contact with her. The stare was beginning to freak the girl out. At the next stop, a new passenger got on, and it was a tall man wearing a trench coat. He then sat down next to the girl, and the woman paid no attention to the man in the trench coat. And she just kept looking at the girl, who was getting more and more creeped out as time went on. The 2 men didn't even glance in her direction. She pretended not to notice, but every time she glanced at the strange woman, the stare continued. When the train was pulling into the next stop, the man in the trench coat got up to leave, but suddenly he grabbed the girl's arm tightly, and as the doors opened, he dragged her off the train. The doors shut and the subway pulled off, leaving the girl alone with the man in the trench coat. She started screaming out loud, begging for help, but the man in the trench coat then said, "Calm down, I just saved your life. I didn't mean to scare you, but I had to get you off that train." The woman sitting opposite of you was dead, and the 2 men beside her were holding up her body.
In the following video, a security guard is doing rounds at a hotel when she suddenly comes to a stop after encountering something very disturbing. This video took place in 2019 and was recently shared by a friend of the security guard shown in the clip. At first, the friend who posted this wasn't sure if sharing this online would be a good idea. What was captured, according to them, is something that the hotel would rather keep under wraps, perhaps to avoid reminding people of a terrible incident that occurred many years ago. In 1986, this exact hotel, which was formerly called the DuPont Plaza, had mysteriously caught fire, resulting in many lives being lost. Guests had no choice but to leap off their balconies as the flames had engulfed the whole building. The sight of this was hard to bear, to say the least. But fast forward to 2019, and the hotel is now rebranded and remodeled under a different company. However, from time to time, strange things would happen here. Hotel guests would report supposed paranormal experiences and blame the fire incident that occurred years ago to explain this. The following video is a prime example of what guests experience while being here. It's late at night when apparently something pulls the security guard's hair. Take a look. Looking closely, you can see that her ponytail is the first thing that moves before she tilts her head. However, its movement is anything but subtle. It's as if something had yanked her hair, causing her to jerk her head in a sudden motion. According to the friend who posted this, the security guard thought that someone had ran away upon pulling her hair. But after watching this clip, that clearly wasn't the case. Her hair was definitely pulled, but it wasn't someone she could identify, let alone see. What happened here, as the friend believes, was something unexplainable. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Just what exactly could explain the security guard's hair being pulled?
¿Qué haces despierta a esta hora?
Staring at my ceiling right at work, and then like I see this light right, and I go over here. What is that?
Okay, so honestly, if I ran across something of this nature, I would be the one running down the street yelling, "There's a monster!" Some will say, shit, I would confront the creature, pull out my gun and put a few rounds in him. While all that sounds good, I mean, that thing is obviously from a different realm. What the hell are bullets gonna do? Truthfully, I don't know. However, I wouldn't stick around to find out.
If you wake up to him on the edge of your bed, don't move. This is the rake, most commonly seen in suburban areas of Ohio. This pale, 6-foot-tall creature with long limbs, claw-like fingers, and hollow eyes comes at night, sometimes scratching on your windows to get inside, or finding another way to enter the house. It creeps down the hallways and peeks through bedroom doors to see who's inside, then climbs onto the edge of your bed to watch you. The rake is able to get inside your head and dig up trauma from your past to make you remove it in your dreams. Many wake up after suffering through the nightmares, just to find him staring at you while you lay in bed. The rake will never make the first move, and you can try to wait him out. But the second you even move a finger, he will lunge at you, putting intense pressure on your chest. It will look you in the eyes and scream, while pressing your body down harder and harder, making it difficult to breathe air. Most do not make it past this point to tell what happens next. But one thing is for sure, the next time you go to sleep,
guys, you have to watch this scary video. Pay close attention to this thing right here.
I just heard knocking from the closet.
In case you're visually impaired, it's right here, it's looking forward towards the bed. When he comes out of the closet, it's looking right at him. The backstory is he inherited this house from his grandmother and weird things have been happening ever since. After this incident, he decided to put this doll in the basement and sell the house and leave. His username on here was the Clown Doll 5, but I can't find him anymore, so I don't know what happened to him. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below.
Hey, stop staring at me like that. Alexis! Yo, you're starting to freak me the f*** out. Mom! 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 Stop! Why are you crying? Hello? Lexi? Mom! She's just standing here staring at me.
Max. Hey. I'm gonna go lay down.
Now, of course, the simple explanation for Alexis' unnerving behavior is likely that she was simply sleepwalking. However, many TikTok viewers believe that she might have actually been possessed by a ghost or demon, especially since Amanda claims that the event happened at 3 a.m., which is said to be the hour when supernatural beings are the most powerful. Either way, it's worth mentioning that I believe that this video is 100% real.
If you made it this far, I would like to express my appreciation. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you don't miss out on my next upload. Noelius signing off. Peace.